Hey, what's up guys? Ghosty here, back with another Paper Mario. Here we have the Pit of 100 Trials. Danger, do not enter. Well, Luigi's not scared of anything. Just kidding. So I made the executive decision and decided to actually do this before finishing the game. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. From all the lack of fighting there is. With the badges I have, I'll actually be able to clear this really fast. So it won't be that bad, but the video might end up still being really long. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy. Wow, really? We started off with this? So we're on level 1. As the name suggests, we have 100 trials to go. This guy on the other hand though, he's really special. He can actually help us skip. But as you can see, I can't even enjoy his services. So I'm gonna do each one. Now I could skip down maybe 3 floors, but you know what? For the sake of this video, I'm gonna try to go down every single floor without skipping any of them. Not even one. Well, technically I had to skip the first one because there was no enemy there. So I guess that was a small break. There will be a ton of those guys littered around. But on which floor, you wouldn't really know. Sometimes you could chain it. So that's always nice. And there seems like there are going to be a lot of things to talk about in this video. But I'm going to be winging it. As usual. So I hope you guys do enjoy. But yeah, I guess I can start off telling you guys a story about this. So when I was playing this back then, I wasn't actually the one playing it. Cause yeah, we were too broke to own this game. I did later on play it by myself though, like the actual game. But I thought playing on an emulator back again would be easier for recording, cause just to start off. But I do have the actual game with me to play. I just decided to play on the emulator instead. So back to what I was saying. So let's see. Right. So I was watching my cousin play it actually. Yeah, this is involving a lot of cousins. So she was playing the game. And yeah, I was just sitting on the sidelines watching her play actually. We were actually goofing around a lot. We were playing the game and, you know, being as silly as we were, we didn't know what to do, even when we got the abilities. Yeah. We decided to upgrade, like, you know, one thing at a time, like rotating between, you know, Mario's health, his flower points, and his badge. Since we didn't really go too deep about the game, yeah. It was enjoyable when we didn't know what to do. Although it got really frustrating when we didn't know what to do. Yeah, each chapter was like, that would take probably less than half an hour to do. Probably took us a couple of days because we didn't know what to do actually. Some of the things actually became scary. Yeah. So like for instance, I think we beat Hooktail's castle relatively easy. Yeah, but like the challenges. So like when we were trying to get the Sunstone and the Moonstone, like not like for Pokemon. For the thing, we were stuck on the longest time. Yeah. We forgot Koops could levitate in the air. Hit the switch, right? To hit at the same time. So we were really confused. Yeah, not very bright. But anyway, aside from that note, we relatively actually completed it pretty decently. We didn't lose it. We remembered our curse, you know, when we got it here and there, so That was a thing. But we didn't really explore inside the location. Even though this isn't an RPG. So that was a thing. We ended up running away from some of the enemies actually. Mostly like later on once, like I'll explain. So yeah, back to like forgetting about Coop's ability. We definitely forgot about that a lot of the times. Turning Mario really thin. Yeah, we forgot about that as well. We did see some of the stuff that were out in the open, so that was really nice to collect. Like, you know, some of the shine sprites and pieces. We actually like completed the game without like maxing out all our partners, or even visiting the shop down there to trade in our shards. Yeah, ridiculous, right? So we were literally, I don't know, I guess we're handicapping ourselves, like, you know, before challenges were made. Oh yes, so we will get each item for completing 10 trials. And it gets better after each one. So yeah, let's proceed. As you can see, I already did the first one. It's relatively easy. It's not really that bad. Every 10 levels though is very hard though. So having those guys help you skip, you should take it while you can, just so you can go all the way down to fight the final boss that's in the trial. But anyway, along with my sword. So then I think the next one was Bogley Woods. You know, that tree, right? Yes, just something about it. It had a really creepy atmosphere as a kid. Relatively enjoyable. But then, like, when we first saw Flurry, it was really funny. We didn't realize we could, like for a blowing ability, right? We didn't realize that we could also stun enemies before attacking them. Oh my gosh, and when we found these rocks, right, they were incredibly hard to fight because we were under level. Not only that, we didn't even know what to do. Like until we got Quake Hammer, right? Until before we equipped it. But then at that point, we had so little badge points because we kept trying to upgrade our health, thinking it'll be really useful, right? So it's like, oh, some of the things that were spent on our health could have spent on much more useful things. But then again, we managed to get through the whole game, so that's why I quite enjoy this. I actually played it a few times when I got the chance to play it myself, and I found like after every playthrough I was able to do a little better. But yeah, when we first got Flurry, right, we attempted to check every location, because when we started blowing things, right, it started revealing places. We would spend like, I don't know, I wouldn't say hours, but a couple of minutes each time, like seeing if we can push it, because when we found that secret shop using Flurry, we thought, oh, maybe some of these places can be blown also. Yeah, it was pretty good. I think the toughest part was mastering Earth Tremor, which is why I said it was really like my favorite one to use. Because for a beginner, when you couldn't do a lot and you don't have a good AoE, other than buying items, Earth Tremor was like the way to go. But as you can see, I can't do 6 consistently, so that sucks. But when you manage to get 6, that was the best. We only did 5 every time, so yeah, it was tougher for us. Also, I didn't know I could jump on this like that. Yeah, silly me. Anyway, back to the story. So yeah, we relatively beat the woods decently. When we first saw that mech boss though, it looked really intimidating. Especially when we took way too long to take it out, because, you know, we were upgrading HP. What was it? He had a move. I think I beat him too fast for him to use it, surprisingly enough. I wasn't even grinding. So he used a move which sucked up the audience, right? Started launching it at us really fast. And it was really hard to counter it. Yeah. Because you have to click A at the right times when it's being launched at us. And it can really suck when, you know, you're not even that like high level and you get your ass kicked really fast. But yeah, we actually beat that one. We tried out the power for that, and we found that it was really confusing. We didn't know we had to push the button on the opposite side, so like if the enemy had a B button on it, we had to press that. We rarely touched that because our tremor was pretty much the way to go. That bomb did no damage. Legit, it just did nothing for us. So we ignored it for the longest time. After Bogley, I think it was... I think it was when we came back and we started blowing a lot of places to find things. Well, relatively, there wasn't much anyway. So I think next would be Glitz. That was like the star of the game. Just having Mario there. Up in the sky. Playing that. Granted, I mostly just watched playing, helping here and there, giving advice, somewhat. Even though we were both confused. Well, we did end up managing going to Glitzville, Glitzpit, somewhere. What was it? When we first got there, it was actually really colorful. The atmosphere was very nice, and it's like we almost didn't want to leave because it was so much fun fighting the enemies, right? Like, I think that was a really good highlight in the game. Oh, second place, so we managed to make it to 20. Alright, age ago. As I was saying, so yeah, it took us a long while to figure out what some of the things were going on. We were picking up our pace, but we weren't like next level. We did rank up, but we ended up staying a few ranks because, you know, when you don't do what they ask you to do, they keep you at the same rank. So you have to keep refighting the enemy. They do change the condition sometimes, but when they ask you the same condition, it kind of sucks. So like when they require you to attack with your partner, right? Mario just sits there. Well, luckily we had a lot of HP, so Mario sitting there really didn't cause us too much trouble. When we got our partner Yoshi though, that was the funnest ever. I forgot what we named it though. The first time we did it. Yeah, when we got Yoshi, that was like the next best thing. Although before, we never really powered them up. You know, with one of the badges, right? That cost 6, I believe. So every time he did his ground pound, or whatever move it was, it didn't do much. It just did nothing. I mean, it gave the audience an appeal, right? They were happy to see him attack, but he literally just did nothing. He just did like 5 attacks and they all did no damage. Especially when Bowser came in, it's like, oh man, that was so difficult. Because he couldn't attack, so all we did was had Mario attack. And granted, we didn't have much power points either at that time, because, you know, we just played through the game. We didn't even bother grinding one bit. So, you know, that was another challenge, but, you know, we got through it. We did turn them really small, though. That was the fun part. And then when we progressed, we kept switching out to Goombella a lot to tattle everybody. Like, we made a mission to literally tattle as much opponents we can. Well, while we can. Which was really fun at the time. Although we did waste a turn switching, and we didn't have a badge to, like, you know, swap then attack. You know, without wasting the turn. So we did take quite a bit of damage. Again, that was the fun of it. Some of the enemies though, you know, when you rank up higher in the stadium, they get a little tougher, like the guy holding a spear, or like, I think it was Coopinator? Was it? Yeah. So they had a really pointy head. We couldn't do anything about it. Granted, we did have the Quake Hammer. So we painstakingly just Quake Hammered and Sweet Treat a lot. You know, which makes Sweet Treat like a very good opening. Definitely. Now over here I'm just gonna do this. P, X, Y, Y, A. So yeah, it was pretty nice when we actually beat it. Raw Hawk was actually pretty tough. Because granted, we never did a counter move, like to press B to do a perfect guard. Yeah, we never did that. Not one bit. We attempted, but we literally got smashed to the floor. Like 10 feet under. Aside from that, when it was actually troublesome getting to Raw Hawk because we were confused of where to go when we were trapped in the room. Because like I said, we forgot our party members did anything. So blowing away that poster, we took so long trying to figure that out. We forgot we had a flurry. Because granted, we didn't switch out partners that often. Because when you get a new one, it's like, oh man, sick, let's use that one. For a long while. So we just kept having Yoshi out and did nothing. Granted, in this playthrough, I didn't even know to check the lockers. I didn't know they all opened, so that's a neat thing. So as I was saying, it took us a while to flush the toilet. Like flush ourselves in the next room to fight Raw Hawk. Surprised we didn't get any, like, you know, fly animation, like small flies to fly around us, like we've been through a dirty toilet. Because we always wondered what happened in that room. Oh yeah, there was a cake. Yeah. We ate the cake twice. It was hilarious. Because it was like, oh man, the first time it was great. The second time, not so really. That was really fun. Oh, and the room when we unlocked the storage room, right? Yeah, again, we had flurry, but we didn't blow the disguises off the crates, so we couldn't hit it. Like we literally were stuck for no reason. Oh, finally reached 3. Pretty nice. So that took us a while to figure out. Again, we were very confused, surprisingly. But I mean, that makes the game more fun. Like we don't know what we're doing. Right? We're playing the game normally. Even though that seems silly. But I mean, it's a new game, right? You don't have to play like an expert. You know, what's the fun in that? But anyway, when we beat the final boss, when we found Mush, it was actually hilarious. That we found it hilarious. It was a toad. That was the #1 champion. I mean, seeing as Peach always gets kidnapped and the toads do nothing but run and scream, kinda sucks. Would have saved her a lot of times if they had better guards like Prince Mush. Aside from that point, after we beat it, we went back, and it turns out our title went back down. So we did what any kid would do. We played that back all the way to rank 1. Why? Because it was so much fun. I mean, why wouldn't we do that? If it's something fun, you might as well keep playing. Again, Raw Hawk stood no chance, so that was funny. So after that, What star was after that? Actually, I might have to check. I think it's when we went to the woods. A real quick check, guys. Give me a second. Julie, Ruby Star for being duplicitous. Yeah. So next one was one of my favorite partners named Vivian. Very awesome when we first got it. Did so much. Although we never did understood the part where she brings us down. Like to avoid damage, right? I never understood that. Never used it. But her AoE plus the burn was the best thing ever. Like we non-stop used her. Except on some of the enemies that had way too much defense. We forgot we had, you know, our Yoshi, right? That could do like the damage past it when he gulps. Right? Ignoring their defense. Which is always nice, but we actually forgot about a lot of the times. Which did not help. But anyway, yeah, it was literally the best. First time we got there was really creepy. Although even just getting there was actually very hard. Because we didn't know what the dude looked like at the time. So we asked everybody in town. And lo and behold, the last person we asked is behind the house. And yeah, it felt really silly when we found out. And then when everyone started to turn into pigs, it was like also funny for us. Ooh, lucky. Because we thought, oh man, it's only a matter of time till we turn to pigs. But that never happened, so thankfully. It's very good. So yeah, continuing on with my story, we were actually stuck on the most dumbest part of our lives. Like, not even a joke. So you know how you get another curse to go under the tree, right? Well, going back to the whole partner thing, we forgot that we had scoops, which can fetch us stuff from below. So, picture this. You go across after beating up some green Goombas and, you know, leveling up. You know, it's standard practice. And we're riding our Yoshi like the wind. Suddenly, out of nowhere, we see a tree with a key. Alright. Now picture this. Picture this. What would two kids think? Right? What would two kids do? A, be smart and use your partners. Or B, become confused and stuck for the next couple of days. Granted, we never used the internet. Right? So, what did we do? Grind against the Goombas until we found out what to do. And I thought, one of us thought the idea anyway. It's like, hey, can't we just fetch it with Goops? No, I didn't specifically say that. I'm not sure which one of us thought of it. One of us did, thankfully. We weren't stuck there forever. And we fetched the key. Alright, great, we got it. Now the next question is, where does it belong to? Right? And then again, it took us a long while to figure it out. Yeah, this story's getting really sad. So after finally, oh, okay, we're on 40, right? Yeah, you guys can see I grind a little bit here before each adventure, so pretty nice. Oh, you do start back at the very beginning if you enter this pipe, so do be mindful about that. Anyway, back to my story. So we finally figured out to go to the shop, and lo and behold, put the key in. Alright, we did that. The worst part came. We didn't have the key for the black chest. We're like, well great, now we're stuck again. You know, this story just gone back and forth to like how badly we get stuck a lot of the times. Again, that's the fun part. So like, lo and behold, we eventually went to every house, right, to check. The one place we didn't check was when you entered the area, like the first area when it looks like a weird looking wooden house, right? We didn't check that. Why didn't we check that? No clue. Then we checked it. We got the power. And like, sick. Alright, we got it. So we progressed through the woods. Good thing we saved a lot. The first time we saw that golden flower, it was a blessing and a curse. Now, you know, we didn't do any research on the game. We just played it happily. Being almost a one-shot by that flower. Alright, dealing 20 damage. Alright, that was the saddest day of our lives. And we didn't even kill it. Because we didn't play the game not properly. We just upgraded our HP where we survived. I think by the end of the game we had 50 HP. So how much upgrades would that be every time? We start with 10, right? So yeah, we wasted 20 levels. Yeah, we had 50 HP, I think. I think we just left it at 50 because we didn't want to upgrade it anymore. We thought 50 was a good number. Anyway, as I was talking about it, yeah, we got wrecked. Because after attack, it just ran away. So not only did we get our ass kicked, it ran away laughing. Most hated thing ever, every time I see it. Although I found a way to defeat it. Oh, okay, I failed multiple times. Yeah, but just knowing we failed every time sucked, and we didn't even know it gave a lot of XP, so we never dealt with it. So anyway, we actually spent a lot of time in the chapel. We didn't figure out all the secrets though. And you know, we didn't even use our ability, you know, like to turn into like a cinnamon roll. We didn't even use that ability. You know, in the corner when you get in the room, like I think it's on your left of Mario. Yeah, left of Mario when you get in the room. There were like sprites, items, the whole shebang. Didn't bother. We fought the boos. Right, the boos. We didn't fight Atomic Boo, cause for some reason we didn't even know it. But I think that was an optional boss to fight, to complete. So we went back and forth trying to figure out how are we supposed to get, like, you know, up the chapel, right? Took us a while to figure out the stairs did something. Because we had to hit the switch more than once, right? So we thought, oh, just hitting it once moves it all the way to the left, hitting it once moves it all the way to the right. So, again, it took a very long while. Eventually, though, we met Dupless. And yeah, he was, for once, he was actually terribly easy. When we beat him, we saw Purple Mario, and we're like, oh snap, we just lost all our friends. So, every battle, all we did was run away, because we were definitely not strong enough for anything. And then we finally met our blessed partner, Vivian. So, we went back to the castle. We screwed around in the chapel for no reason. We actually met Dupless like a few dozen times, because we didn't know what to do. Until we noticed we could jump in the well. Yeah, that's so facepalm. And then guess what happened? We were met by those weird little turtles. Are they even turtles? Not even sure. Oh, he has a life stream. That sucks. Anyway, continue with the story. So, we painstakingly took every one of them out. Great, we can progress. Bad news is, we were stuck again. It seems like every chapter we were stuck on something. Oh, sick. We're at finally level 50. Wow, that was pretty fast. And we didn't have to skip anything. So anyway, continue on with the story. Oh, we will eventually get some EXP from higher levels, just not yet. So, onward with the story. You know how we were supposed to push the gate, right? We did that. Alright, all in good. Then we got frustrated again. Why? Cause we forgot Vivian can go down. What do you mean by go down? Well, what we're supposed to do properly is push it, then press Vivian, and the gate will slide down, and we enter on the other side. We thought we missed another curse that let us go through it. But to cut the story short, we eventually found out what to do and beat up Dupless. And finally got a prime member, so that was fun. I think this is like, when we tested out more of the stars, we found it, I don't know, we didn't like using it a lot of times. And when Dupless was using our partners, we actually tried to fight them for some reason as well. We had a lot of HP, so it really didn't matter. Cause like that power smash, or whatever that hammer is, helped us. And like I said, best partner right here, did a lot of burn damage. So yeah, we took care of them relatively easily. Alright, so right after we did that, I think the next segment is the train, maybe? Is it? Or is it the ship? Oh, I have to check again. Alright, sorry guys. So Crystal Stars will tell us. So after this... Ah, Cortez. Alright. The ship one. That one didn't actually take us too much brain power. When we did eventually find the thing to step on spikes though. That was nice. We thought we could make a ton of cola, but we ended up not doing that. So yeah. Oh, granted, in this story, our inventory stayed at 10. Like, it didn't double. Like, we never did 100 bits. We did it, like, literally last. Or close to last. I don't know when we actually did it, but we never considered it at all in the playthrough. We did try it, but we didn't know we could stop part ways, like, every 10 levels. So what we do is keep going and just dying. So we just wasted our time. We thought, you know what, we're not strong enough for this. They're like, screw it. So we played through the entire game, right, with 10 inventory space. Or like, I can't honestly say the entire way, but I mean most of the way, right? So that kind of sucked. Aside from sadness, you know how I got like Miss Mouse, right? You know, because they're side quests. Yeah, we attempted one side quest, and that's all we did, which was find a lost key in the guy's house. We found that to be the only easiest one to do. So we never attempted any other side quests. So alright, we just pressed on with the game, right? Just had fun. Let's see. What was I saying? So we eventually went to the island. And we were talking to that mole. That guy who gives us whack-a-bumps. You know, that delicious bread. We get up to 8. So all we did was kept hitting him, and we thought we broke the game when he stopped giving us it. But then we eventually gave up on trying when he didn't give us any more. So yeah, we stored it, stocked it up. It's actually pretty good. We used it quite a bit because we ran off FP a lot, and our HP was never doing any good because we couldn't guard for Doodoo. We actually used Aubrey quite a bit. He has a move where he tosses little bombs at people. Yeah, we literally tried to fight that against the Pirate King. Yeah, that didn't do well. So we relied on good old Earth Tremor. Well, and Vivian when we finally realized we had an AoE this whole time. Yeah. And we wasted all the whack-a-mums. Well, the bread anyway. Oh, he's so tempting. Oh, he's so tempting. You know, I'm just gonna keep going. I made it this far. I might as well keep going. Anyway, yeah, you could skip 5 levels. It really is helpful. So again, I made it this far. So I think this is 60, is it? Yeah, 40 to go. So yeah, I made it to 60. You guys can see where I stopped, so you know. Do mind it. Anyway, with my story. So we got Bobbery. We stopped using the thing. Like his little bombs, because it did nothing. Although we thought it was a great idea when we were fighting against the second boss. You know, when our partner Four Eyes, right? The one who broke the fourth one was like, alright, you better not tell Mario that I'm here. We thought it was really funny. So we ended up beating him. We actually used Bobbery's little bombs. Surprisingly. We were taking a lot of damage though for, again, no reason. Because we were using that move. It actually helped us beat him. Surprisingly enough. So yeah, not bad. Oh yes, that thing is still alive, so you can, if you don't kill everyone on the field, the game won't end. Yeah, he's still there. He will still be there. Anyway, after we got Bobbery, I think it's then when we went on the train. Yeah, it's the train and then bombs. Yeah. The train part was really fun when we got more power-ups. I might be missing some details out from the story, but I don't think you guys mind it. So for the train part, we're actually really confused what to do. Because like I said, we didn't use our partners. So, one, we took a long time trying to find out who stole the sticky treat, even though that was very obvious. 2, it took us a while to get the blanket. Yeah, we didn't know how to make the ghost appear. Again, because we forgot we had partners to switch out. Yeah, that sounds way too sad. I think we just handicapped ourselves like the entire game on purpose. Somehow, unconsciously. Never knew. Oh man, not another one of you guys. So lucky. Oh, I could go straight to 70. I'm gonna persevere, guys. Anyway, back to the story. Not sure if I'm boring you guys or not. So on the trek segment, we actually had, that was actually pretty fun. Besides, you know, Blitzville. When we fought that tentacle guy though, it was actually a real challenge. Again, we employed the bomb race strategy for some reason. Throwing bombs, which took literally forever to detonate. And we had really bad aim. So when we threw them, yeah, I definitely missed a lot of times. So what we ended up doing is stocking up a lot of blue sheets, so we wouldn't get smashed by him. And boy, that took a while. Most of the bosses actually took a while for us to do, but we did beat it. I think we beat on the first try though when we stocked up on blue sheets. I'm not sure. Oh, granted, I never used the super jump or anything. No siree. We liked our hammer too much. We didn't like the jumping thing. Oh yeah, and spamming Earth Tremor whenever we could. Yeah, that was another funny thing. So we finally made it to Parsley Heights. And yeah, we stayed at the hotel for fun. I don't know. I guess we had too much coupons to spare, which I still never used. You guys can still use it to get those chocolate bars they give out for free after every nap, so that's nice. So yeah, as I was going with the story... Oh yeah, we never really changed our color. When we received a like emblem one for Luigi, yeah, we kept it for the rest of the game. When the salesman was selling stuff, we never came across a Wario one, so I don't think we ever knew about it. Yeah, it kinda sucked. Anyway guys. What is there to do? Oh yeah, then we started exploring to unlock a lot of places. And that's when the dreaded bomb segment took place. Yes, 30 left, we got this guys. So what I mean by dreaded, how do I describe it? First of all, the clouds did a lot of damage to us, right? Again, we weren't being very smart. So that was our fault. Second of all, right? We had to find both the bombs. Right? Not only that, I think we didn't even, like, I think we got lucked out because we kept Bobbery. Actually, never mind. No, that took us a while. So, we went through every partner to talk with the guy before we finally got him to, like, get the right dialogue. Yeah, I think that was the thing. Again, we did not use partners appropriately in any situation. And granted, we still never used the internet, so purely all luck for us at that point. Oh yeah, as you guys can see, you guys got a lot of money just for completing this pit. So, you know, if you empty out your cash, you'll receive a lot in the end. I'm gonna put this to good use, so don't worry about it. As I was continuing the story, finding gold wasn't that hard, but we rode the train, like, not very bright people. Because when we had access to those pipes, we kind of forgot about it really fast. So we literally went the long way for every single route. What's worse, when we couldn't find like General White on... Yeah, General White. The first time, right? Because when we remembered at the very beginning of the game, right? He was just standing there. Taunting us today, knowing that we would need him. We didn't even know we had to talk to the mirror. So we spent the entire time searching the entire level, not talking to any of the NPCs. Just to find this white guy. So we did that. We did that for every single stage, actually. Before we talked to all the NPCs. And then, like, you guys can imagine how many hours we spent going through every stage for no reason. It did give us a reason to grind though, so that was the thing. Anyway, long story short, we eventually found him at home. And we were really mad because it took us so long just to find them. And finally, we went to the moon. Oh, damn it. So we finally reached the moon. And guess what? We were taking way too much damage from those yellow rocks. Like, you know, we thought we had trouble before, right? You can imagine how devastating it was getting, like, hit once by those guys that was charging at us, right? And especially when they powered up. But luckily we didn't sell any of our badge, so we had Quake Hammer. But again, that did no damage. That was really sad. So we went inside the fortress and kicked some butt. We did get lost finding keycards. And the puzzles where we had to like follow the line. Yeah, we got shocked multiple times. Good thing we had a lot of health though. Because we went up to that block and healed ourselves fully every time we shocked ourselves. Yeah, we were silly. It's actually really sad. Again. Man, a lot of things are sad. You know what? Let's see if I can attempt to steal that. That's tempting. Just to show you guys here. Oh, I think I did it. Yeah, it works. Now, sometimes when you steal from them, even when they're itemless, they might give you something if you're lucky in RNG, but there are times they'll give you a coin, so don't get your hopes up. Anyway, that was a successful steal, surprisingly. Yes, 23 more levels. We got this. So anyway, continue on with the story. We beat up the base, we eventually found out what to go do, and we finally had Supernova. So we thought, oh man, this is way better than Earth Tremor. Well, you know, just like Supernova, right? So I'm going to show you as a demonstration. It cost us 6 to do 15, right? So once we got this, we did nothing but rely on this move. And it hurt our fingers so much because we didn't have any other source of damage. And we didn't know this move could fail to do 15. Because we were really tired of doing it. Oh, maybe I should have stole the item. Oh, I got lucky. Sick. Anyway, let's appeal again. So, aside from that, we took a long while just to use Supernova on every single enemy. Granted, we didn't know some of the enemies had more than 20 HP because we had the tattle, right? Which sucked. Yeah, there's nothing here, man. Anyway, almost to 80. Yay! So we relied on nothing but Supernova. And it cost 6. So it was like, it was our literal secret weapon. Granted, that sounds really nice. So we eventually opened the place, since we didn't know we could upgrade our partner some more, because we forgot, you know, there's side missions, like upgrading our partners, you know, I don't know, twice. Oh, okay, I have enough for Goombella, so yeah, I actually collected everyone. So I'm gonna end it off with upgrading Goombella anyway. Aside from that note, oh, okay, so finally we're at 80. Oh, if you see this merchant, so if you buy something, if you see him at the very top, everything will be relatively decent. The further you go down, the price dramatically jumps, so it's not worth it. Granted, we actually stocked up on those thunderbolts, so silly us. Anyway, should be getting a level soon. So back to what I was talking about. We did a little bit like exploring here and there. You know, scavenging, I guess. And yeah, we thought that was pretty useful. But then it came to the part where we had extra shine sprites, right? And we had no clue what to do with it. We literally had leftovers and we had no clue. So, yeah, again, another handicap. Oh gosh, these guys. Wait, will he still hit me? Oh, okay, he won't hit me. Okay, good. Ah, yes, they're at eye level. They're at my level. Alright, so where was I going with this? So we decided, when we got the last star, we were somehow strong enough to deal with the 100 pits. And we were right, actually. We actually beat it. Yeah. We were relying on Sweet Feast, actually. Oh gosh, I can't believe I did that. Okay. So we relied on running away, appealing, and then Sweet Feasting. Right? We were literally at the bottom of the barrel trying to do this. So yeah, we somehow managed to make through. We used up every single item actually. Ooh, regular color. So not only was that like really sad. Oh yeah, you can try to get the item if you like, but I'm just gonna ignore it. Sometimes it drops, which is very nice of them, but you know. Again, don't count on it. So anyway, as I was saying for my story, we actually beat it. When we found out the final boss, we were actually surprised. Cause, what was it? I guess we didn't expect to see another one of its kind here. I'm sure you guys know by now. This isn't a new video for anybody. But yeah, it actually had... Did it have an absurd health? All I knew is we were like naked. No items, no nothing. We did get a level before we fought it, so that was actually very nice. Because we somehow managed our supernova and using Vivian. So yeah, that was the thing. Aside from that, yeah, it wasn't too bad, actually. Although it really kicked our butt. Like, no mercy. And yeah, we got all the items, so it's very nice. When we finally entered the palace though, we got quite lost, but I'll save that story for another time. Any other thing I'm forgetting about? Well, if I remember, I'll start saying it, but I think I remember one part where... What was it? Yes! Too bad for you, buddy. I believe it was... Yeah, I got it. What do you call it? Oh, when we accidentally stepped on the glasses. Yeah, we did that out of order. Because I think it takes one whole chapter for us to get the glasses back. Thankfully, we did it early enough. Or else I don't know what we've actually done. Yeah, we were silly. Oh, we failed. Oh yeah, and the punies. They were actually quite hard to maintain anyway. Because sometimes we would lose them and we didn't know. Like, even though the game specifically told us, like, we forgot we could call them all back. That was another thing. And we didn't use this that often to search for items. We occasionally jumped like that. to get some shards. Oh, you would be so good right now. Oh, you'd be really good right now. But I do not think I collect the item here. So, let's see. Yeah, I did not. Okay. So, on the 90th level, you get Lucky Day, which makes them miss more. So, cost us 7. What do we have equipped actually? Pretty lucky. Oh, okay. That costs more. Cost us 7, right? I mean, we really don't need that much power anyway. We're already strong enough, so yeah, Lucky Day is nice. Alright, so this is what we get at the 90th floor. On the 100th though, I didn't find it very useful, so I never equipped it nor used it. But it's good when you have a lot of HP and you're fighting physical enemies. Like ones that actually want to hit you. You'll get what I mean. Oh man, these guys were absurdly hard when we got here. But you know, like you can see me breezing through it, so like I guess that defeats the purpose of me saying it's hard. I guess. Anyway, so with my story, I think I left out a few parts here and there. Oh. In the Glitzville, we took a really long while finding that key when we were blowing posters. So we went from like bottom left towards the right. Oh, there it is. Our mortal enemy. Gosh, multi-bounce is gonna be awkward. Ah, there we go. Biggest points ever. Thank you, Golden Flower. Anyway. So yeah, you'll find them guaranteed in here, but beating them, yeah, you're gonna have to bet a lot of money on trying to beat them. Very tough, actually. The way I did it for this playthrough is terrible. I'm really sad about it. Anyway, aside from depression, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so we went from left of the posters all the way to the right. Then we start. Oh wow, another one. So we start on the right. So as you can see, I'm gonna talk about flower after. So instead of starting with like top left, right, with it, we took so fudging long to find a key. So stupid. Oh yeah. But in here, so we implemented the supernova strategy, which is charge it up, run away, charge it up, run away, and then hitting it with I think it was Vivian we used. Yeah, we need something exactly for that damage. I think it was an item, but anyway, we ran out of everything. Gave us the level we need and the confidence we need to continue on. That was the best ever. Like with that, it gave us the biggest confidence boost just so we could do it. Yeah, we got our level and we were able to take down the dragon. We finally gave up on upgrading HP though. Didn't know why we ever did that in the first place. Oh yeah, and the place where we swapped HP for FP and badge points. Never did that. Never considered it. We always just thought, that'd be silly. Why would we want to pay for it? Or why would we want to swap, right? It didn't make any sense. We thought it was a secondary upgrade for our companions anyway. So that's really nice. But no, turns out it wasn't even close. Yeah, it was just from Mario. When I was doing a playthrough on the GameCube, right? Because it was really fun. I didn't know you can go lower than 10. It's only because this playthrough that I checked after all these years. Like I play when I got to play by myself, I stuck with 10 HP the entire time. I didn't know you can go lower than 10. Which now was like seems silly back then because playing with 5 HP, that's like suicide. Oh wow, another one. You know what, just to guarantee I kill it, because my jumping's really bad. I say I jump really bad. But yeah. Actually, let's try to steal. I mean, maybe we'll get something? Yeah, no, it's just a coin. Sometimes you'll get an item, sometimes. You get lucky. Alright, so you gotta kill them before they detonate. If you do any fire attack, they'll detonate on command and you'll be screwed. They'll blow up every bomb that's in there. So yeah, but doing this stage gets you quite a bit of level. So, you know, we did not actually spam it. We only did it once because, gosh, it was horrible the first time. Like, we were relying on Supernova. And that really burned our fingers. But like I said, we did manage, so that's good. And it's only this playthrough I found out that I could go at 5 HP. And it keeps track that you're in danger. For some reason. I guess they programmed that 5 HP will be the danger zone and 1 will be peril. Yeah, that's what it's called, peril. So yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, let's see. After this, it's our victory. Only this guy left to stop us. Come on, bring it on. But yeah, it's thanks to those flowers that we got a massive EXP and gave us a chance to win. Anyway, aside from that, we're finally there. Oh, he dropped the venom. Wow, thank you. So I'm gonna switch to the partner I like to fight this boss. And yeah, let's go ahead and beat him up. We're gonna introduce who the final boss is that surprises us as a kid. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't even realize there was a bony dragon here. Man, scary as ever. How much HP does this guy have? 200, right? Alright, let's tell it for fun. Just like the good old days. Yeah, when we telled it, when we saw 200 HP, we didn't even know if we could even survive this. But thanks to Sweet Feast, we prevailed. Alright, he's almost done. Fairly nice. Mara gets the last say. Let's just do a regular hammer. He's out anyway. And yeah, we're good. Now, what do you expect him to give us for EXP? Well, 1. We got gypped. We thought we would have got like a massive amount. But no, we literally got gypped. Yeah. Kinda sucked. But, this is the trial of 100 pits. And we get a present to boot. So make direct attackers take half the damage you do. So if you did a full HP run, and if they, you know, physically attack you, and yes, there's nothing else in here, so we go back up, then they take the damage, right? The stronger they are. And there's a badge where you take double the damage. Like, you see where I'm going with this, right? So if they take double the damage, they're hurting themselves. Which is a really fun strategy. So yeah. So yeah guys, that was 100 pits. I didn't think I would go through every single battle to prove a point. So yeah, there goes me. Yeah, I was terribly surprised I did that. Huh. Never expected to do that. Didn't mean to find him. Still not gonna skip it though. EXP is EXP. Although it doesn't work, because if some enemies do projectiles, I'm not sure how it actually works in directing back half the damage. All I know is bump works. Oh yeah, if you go through here, you get the spike badge, where you can step on the enemies, so that's all well and good. Anyway, I'm gonna upgrade Gumbella before I end this episode. I think this episode is actually quite long, so you know, this is just for me to make up for some of the battles I didn't do. And just to show off the 100 pits, because I didn't know how I was going to fit into the video. But I'd rather just persevere and do it. So after you upgrade your last partner, yeah, that's about it. No more upgrades. That's another achievement completed. Yep, use the last of my sprites. Oh man, this always looks nice every time. Even the first time we saw it. Although they could have changed the animation when he switched his magical ball. But I guess not. Anyway, I'm just gonna save up here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna continue down there anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna save downstairs. I keep changing my mind. Anyway, we can go here. Yeah, as you can see, if it wasn't obvious to turn skinny, we never did it. Legit, just facepalm and never did it. That was sad. That was really sad. But aside from all that, I'm gonna switch my partner and do a save. Because I like this partner way too much. Anyway, guys. I hope you like this journey through 100 pits. Thank you guys for being very patient. And as always, just thank you guys. So I'm gonna save. And, as always, Ghosty, signing out.